Welcome, listeners, to another episode of the Chris Talk Show. Let's get into it. What's up, listeners? I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. All right, what is up, folks? Let's get into this crazy episode. There's a lot of crazy stuff that's been going on this week. That's why we haven't really been able to keep up as much as we usually do. But as always, the show must go on. Okay, so let's get into our top topic today, which is going to be the U.S. Justice Department tells prosecutors to drop the charges on the New York City mayor's corruption case. All right, I'm going to let Sarah report that story. And as always, I'm going to give you my view and my opinion at the end of it. All right, Sarah, let's get into it.
Thank you, Chris. The U.S. Justice Department has told federal prosecutors to drop their corruption case against New York City Mayor Eric Adams. The order came from the acting Deputy Attorney General, appointed by President Donald Trump, who said the indictment had restricted the mayor's ability to address illegal immigration and violent crime in the city. Adams, a Democrat, has recently built a closer relationship with Trump, a Republican, and has told law enforcement to cooperate with the president's immigration raids. But he denies speaking to Trump about his case. The mayor is accused of accepting illegal campaign funds and gifts in exchange for his influence as mayor. He has pleaded not guilty to 5 charges. Prosecutors have not yet commented to indicate whether they intend to drop the case as requested. Any decision to do so will need to be formally submitted to the court and approved by a judge. You are directed, as authorized by the Attorney General, to dismiss the pending charges. Read the memo from Acting Deputy Attorney General Emil Bove. The memo adds that the case may be reviewed again after the November 2025 mayoral election. But it says no further investigate steps should be taken until then. It also tells prosecutors to take all steps within your power to cause Mayor Adams' security clearance to be restored. Bove, who worked as Trump's defense lawyer during his criminal trial last year, wrote that the Justice Department reached this conclusion without assessing the strength of the evidence or the legal theories on which the case is based. He said the move in no way calls into question the integrity and efforts of the prosecutors who brought the case. The memo followed a reported meeting between Adams' lawyers and federal prosecutors in New York. Adams attended the presidential inauguration last month and also flew to Florida for a meeting with Trump. In recent weeks, the 64-year-old mayor has directed city law enforcement to cooperate with federal immigration authorities on fresh New York City raids. Critics say this undermines local sanctuary city laws, which direct city leaders to not cooperate with authorities unless they are aiming to arrest dangerous criminals. Before the election, Trump said he and Adams had been persecuted for speaking against the immigration policies of Trump's presidential predecessor, Joe Biden. The Justice Department memo says, it cannot be ignored that Mayor Adams criticized the prior administration's immigration policies before the charges were filed. According to the 57-page indictment brought against the mayor in September, Adams is alleged to have accepted illegal gifts worth over $100,000, £75,000 from Turkish citizens and at least one government official. In exchange, Turkish officials are believed to have sought favors from the mayor, including help skirting safety regulations to open a consulate in New York. According to prosecutors, Professor Stephen Gillers, an expert on legal ethics at New York University Law School, told NBC News that Bove's memo ordering the case to be dropped was a baseless and offensive slur against the former U.S. attorney and the lawyers who worked on the Adams case. The mayor's lawyer, meanwhile, said it was a victory for his client. As I said from the outset, the mayor is innocent, and he would prevail. Today he has. Alex Spiro said. The Justice Department's move to halt the corruption charges against Adams came on the same day that Trump told the same department to pause enforcement of a law that bars U.S. companies from bribing foreign governments to get business. Trump had called the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, FCPA, a horrible law. He said the move would allow American firms to compete with countries not restricted by such laws, adding, it's going to mean a lot more business for America. Back to you, Chris.
All right, thank you, Sarah, for that report. Thank you very much for that. All right, let's really get into this because y'all know how I feel about Mr. A. Mr. A. Ameda Maida Adams, our mayor. All right, folks, for y'all who don't know, all my new listeners, that's the part of the show where I give you my view and my opinion. But before I do that, if you like this content and want to hear more of it, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, and please do not be afraid to share the content. All right. All right. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into it. As far as I'm concerned, like I told you, I think this mayor is an ass and he's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bruh.
yeah, I do. I do. That's how I think of him. Because I think, like I told you, this guy to me is um, a corrupt politician in my eyes.
Wait, what?
Now, for a lot of my listeners who don't know, okay, Mayor, what's his whole name again? We just gonna call him Mayor Asshole Adams. All right, can we do that? Thank you. We can call him Mayor Asshole Adams. Don't laugh at that. Applaud it. Applaud it. Yes, applaud the Mayor Asshole Adams. Okay, can we give this guy the dummy buzzer? And can we also give the Justice Department the dummy buzzer? All right, so this is what they're asking to do, to basically drop the charges in this case and then pick it up at a later date. This is what they're claiming. They're claiming that because he's under um, these corruption cases, that he cannot actually do his job to his full abilities. That's what they're claiming, that he can't do it to his full abilities.
What?
Now, of course, I think that is straight up bull. Because how many other mayors have went through allegations on scandals or anything like that? How many other politicians, just politicians, and just besides being a mayor, okay, just how many politicians went through cases and all that stuff and still stayed in office? Wow, they were going through all these cases. Yeah, it did not affect their ability to do their jobs.
Message.
Like, I mean, everybody. I mean, if you don't know that this is really just a bunch of bull, then I don't know what to tell you, because that's what it is. It is, this guy is being accused of taking money, okay, from Turkish. What is these turkeys, right? From the turkey guys, right? Am I saying it right? I said it right the first time, right? Turkish, okay, from the Turkish government, president, or whatever. The Turkish people, okay? That's what he took money from. He took money from the Turkish people to allow them to build certain type of skyscrapers or whatever. Basically, taking money from these people, Turkish business. Were they government people? Were they government working people? Okay, businessmen. Okay, Turkish businessmen. You got to make that clear next time, okay? Turkish businessmen. This is what he was doing. He was taking money from them in order for them to jump through all the loops and everything. Okay, so um, we had reported this story a little bit. Yeah, I am going to say it. We had reported this story a little bit early. We had did it before, but I recanted the story because I wanted to add on the fact that uh, the Trump administration is saying, and I don't think we have that part of the story, but the Trump administration is saying that they had nothing to do with this. Nothing at all to do with this.
Bruh.
You know, everybody know that that's straight up bull. Because why did this guy go to Mar-a-Lago and all this stuff like that? Okay, and then why are there talks, which there are talks of this guy, uh, what's his name again? Eric Adams, okay, Dummy Adams,
Bruh.
to sit there and go from being a Democrat to a Republican. I mean,
Bruh.
come on, that got to be like fake as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like
What?
that's like switching sides. What is he, a blood or a crip? Like
What?
what is this guy doing? What is he doing? If he was in the hood, they would drop him. I ain't tell you to do it that many times, but yeah, that's what they would do. They would drop him because now he talking about switching sets. Like, what's up? But according to the Trump administration, they had nothing to do with the what are we gonna call it? The DOJ? Can we call it that? Well, the U.S. Justice Department. Trump is claiming that he had nothing to do with the U.S. Justice Department in that decision. Okay, we did have some audio. I don't know if we can find it, but he did say that he did state that he had nothing to do with that situation. That nobody from the Justice Department was asked to do this on his behalf. So that's what he's claiming. That's what Trump and his administration is claiming.
Bruh.
But I mean, let's just keep it real. I mean, the dude went to Mar-a-Lago, okay?
Bruh.
Then he pops up at the inauguration,
Bruh.
and then this happens.
Bruh.
Now, in one of my previous stories that I did about this, I had stated it would be crazy if Trump had actually pardoned Dummy Adams.
Bruh.
Now, at that time I didn't think that it was really possible. I didn't really think that he might,
Bruh.
But when the new information that was given to me, because I had not seen what was this the interview that the mayor had did before that, where he claimed that all of this was false and all this stuff, that the charges was brought against him because of what was it, Biden? Because he didn't want to take in migrants during the Biden administration, or he was complaining about taking in migrants during the Biden administration, and I guess him and Trump clicked on that because Trump thought that the Justice Department was being used to come after him. So I guess Dummy Adams, he did the same thing and figured that what I say? What I say? Oh well, I guess he figured uh, the government was doing the same thing, so they had that. I guess they had that in common. So I guess he felt, all right, since the government is doing you this way, when I get in there, I'm going to stop all this corruption. But I think let's be serious, and we have to be serious and honest at the same time. The investigation started before. You understand what I'm saying? This is the thing. It started before he ran for office. I guess it got more intense as he was running for office because of the endorsements that he was given. I don't know about his when he was running for mayor. I saw a little bit of it when he was running for mayor. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a voter, so I don't vote.
Bruh.
What? What?
Bruh.
No, I told you they're all puppets to me. So I mean, if you vote, you probably voted for who's going to be best in that show.
Bruh.
Yeah, I mean, it's all a show.
Bruh.
But anyway, let's get back to this. Did you find the footage with the? No, you didn't find it yet. Well, while this person is looking for the footage, Bill, while he's looking for the footage, But I already told him what happened in the footage, so you can stop looking for it at this point. Like,
bruh,
I already told y'all. The president claimed he didn't do it. President claimed him and his people ain't have nothing to do with it. But they want to drop the case at least until uh, Dummy Adams runs for
bruh,
for mayor again. Now, if you think this corrupt guy should run for mayor again, and so are my listeners, you tell me, what do you think? Do you think that, and I'm going to say his name right this time, okay? Do you think that Mayor Eric Adams, the one who's the New York City mayor, okay, Eric Adams, is a corrupt mayor? Do you think he's a good mayor? And this is to all my listeners that live within the New York area. We in the New York area, so all my listeners that live in the New York area, do you think that this person is a good mayor, or do you think that this person is a corrupt mayor? Do you think that it was right for the Justice Department to call off this case? Oh yes, by the way, before I forget, by the way, I think it's the leading I think it's three of them, right? It's three, right? Three of the leading DAs, I guess, that was on this case. Three of the leading prosecutors. I said DEA. Like, sorry about that, y'all.
bruh,
Shut up. But the leading prosecutors on this case, three of them dropped. I guess they quit because of the request of the DOJ. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will say this, and I mean it from the very bottom of my big toe.
bruh,
I would have quit too. Okay? I would have definitely quit. Applaud those people that quit. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Do it again. Shout out to them. Because this guy, in my opinion, and also not just my opinion, is also the fact that they said they had a legit case against him, and they were even considering more charges. So this guy, and it seems that everybody, because Trump ass is in office, okay,
bruh,
everybody wants a damn pardon. You know what I'm saying? When all these mofos should be locked up. And then I'm sorry, but I gotta say, our president, dude, what the? He's had now pardons like cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bruh,
come on. It don't make no sense. It makes no sense with this guy pardoning all these people. And I'm afraid to say it, but we did the story the other day with what's his name, Kanye,
bruh,
Kanye, yeah, Mr. Kanye West doing his best. All right,
bruh,
we did the story with him asking Trump to pardon P. Titty. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea where our country is going. I have no idea where we're going at all. Because to me, at this point, as long as you got the money, you know what I'm saying, you can seriously buy a pardon.
bruh,
I think that's what you can do. If you got the money, you can buy a pardon.
bruh,
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy nobody's asking pardon that the old thug, I mean young thug.
bruh,
Nobody's asking to pardon this guy. Can you get pardoned after you get charged? Yeah, well, you can get pardoned after you get charged. Have everything tried. Yeah, nobody's asking for young thug to be pardoned.
bruh,
I'm telling you, they picking and choosing who they want to pardon, man. Trump is like, if you got it, I might pardon you. Because what are you going to do for me? I mean, he pardoned all of January. I think he pardoned all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
In my opinion, it wasn't just a little bit. I think that our government do not tell us everything. You know what I'm saying? And because of that fact that they don't tell us everything, you have to always assume that they're keeping something from us. You have to always assume that what they're telling us is not the complete truth.
Bruh.
And you know, a lot of lie with a dash of truth. You know what I'm saying? So
Bruh.
I don't know. That's probably that's just how I think. Everybody else have their opinion. This is mine, but that's how I think. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this case. Do you think that this case should have been dropped? Do you think that if he does not become mayor, because they're saying to drop it until after he runs for mayor, after the election is done. So if he becomes mayor, do you think they should pick it back up? Or if he doesn't become mayor, do you think they should still pick it back up? Whether he wins or loses, do you think they should pick this case back up? Or do you think that they should fight? And I don't know how you do that, but uh,
Bruh.
fight the Justice Department on the decision that they have made. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. You could let me go up out of here, man. Drop my bombs. I'll get up out of here. All right, folks. Let's get up. Anything else you want to say? Oh, I thought you wanted to come into the mic and say something for the first time, Eddie. I thought you wanted to come down and say something. Because y'all have got, my listeners, you have got to hear Ed, but it is the most Caucasian voice that you have ever heard.
Bruh.
Like, hey, Bill. Like, hey, Bill. I can't even do your voice. That's how Caucasian it is. I'm not Caucasian. So
Bruh.
I can't copy it. All right, listen, I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate it. Also, check us out on our other social media platforms. If you're there, please come and join us on YouTube. We are trying to get 125 subscribers, so come and join us on YouTube. Also, hit that like button. It's a little thing to you, but it's a big thing to us. Until next episode, ladies and gentlemen, stay blessed and not stressed. See y'all later. Peace out.